Hello. Welcome to Gawita. Back again with film recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap one of the Sniper films from 2020. This film is the 8th installment in the Sniper series and serves as a sequel to Sniper: Ultimate Kill, which was released in 2017. Happy and great day. Visuals: footage of Costa Verde political rally, Bruno Diaz's. The story begins in Costa Verde, a Central American nation recovering from years of turmoil. President Bruno Diaz is moments away from signing a major trade deal with the US, a deal that could change everything. But before he can address his people, bam, a single bullet to the head. The assassin? A mysterious female sniper known as Lady Death, a Yakuza-trained killer who never misses her mark. Visuals: slow-motion headshot, chaos at the rally. The world is in shock, but things take a twisted turn when Special Ops Sniper Brandon Beckett becomes the prime suspect. DNA evidence places him at the scene of the crime. But here's the catch: Brandon was never there. Or was he? Visuals: SWAT team breaking into Brandon's home, arresting him. Before he can even process what's happening, a SWAT team storms his house. Brandon is arrested, accused of assassination, and taken into custody. But someone doesn't want him to stand trial. They want him dead. Visuals: convoy attacked by Russian mercenaries, Brandon fighting back. Voiceover: as Brandon is being transported, an elite Russian strike team ambushes his convoy. The goal? Eliminate him before he can prove his innocence. But Brandon isn't going down that easily. Amidst the chaos, he fights back, breaks free, and escapes, only to realize that he's being hunted by the deadliest sniper he's ever faced, Lady Death. FBI interrogations, flashbacks to Brandon's father. While Brandon is on the run, he begins to put the pieces together. Someone powerful is pulling the strings. And when you're framed for murder, there's only one person you can trust: your father. Legendary Marine sniper Thomas Beckett. Visuals: Brandon arriving at a remote cabin, Thomas waiting for him. Brandon tracks down his father in Montana, seeking answers and protection. But there's no time for reunions. The CIA, Russian mercenaries, and Lady Death are all closing in fast. Visuals: nighttime sniper battle in the forest, Lady Death stalking her prey. Just when it seems like they've found a moment to breathe, the deadly game of cat and mouse begins. Lady Death is here. A brutal sniper battle unfolds in the dark wilderness. With patience, skill, and experience, the Becketts fight back. But Lady Death is just as deadly up close as she is from a mile away. Visuals: Brandon and Lady Death's hand-to-hand combat scene. Brandon and Lady Death face off in a brutal fight. She's fast, she's lethal, and she almost wins, until Thomas makes a last-second move, forcing her to surrender. But the bigger question remains: who is she working for? Visuals: CIA headquarters, intense interrogations. Back at CIA headquarters, Brandon and Thomas learn the shocking truth. Lady Death wasn't acting alone. She was hired by Drake Phoenix, a mysterious operative tied to a powerful pharmaceutical CEO named Donald South. Visuals: secret documents, shady business meetings. Turns out, the assassination was a business move. The trade deal would have made South's company billions, but his business partners wanted to sabotage it for their own profit. They needed a fall guy, someone like Brandon. Visuals: a high-tech compound, helicopters, intense shootouts. With the truth out in the open, the Becketts and Lady Death form an unlikely alliance. Their mission? Take down the real masterminds once and for all. Visuals: Brandon and Lady Death infiltrating the villain's compound. Lady Death pretends to betray Brandon, bringing him to Donald South's private island in California. But the villains aren't fooled for long. The moment they realize it's a trap, all hell breaks loose. Visuals: explosions, intense sniper shots, Thomas taking a long-range kill shot. Drake Phoenix and his men put up a fight, but they're no match for the Beckett's sharpshooting skills. One by one, they fall. In the final moment, Thomas lines up a perfect sniper shot, and takes Drake out with surgical precision. Visuals: Lady Death finishing off the last enemies, escaping with Brandon. Lady Death, proving that she's not just a hired gun, turns against her employers, ensuring that justice is served. In the end, the truth comes out and Brandon's name is cleared. But the fight isn't over yet. Visuals: Brandon and Thomas parting ways, Lady Death recruited for secret missions. Voiceover: With the villains eliminated, Brandon is finally free. But the world of snipers is never quiet for long. As Thomas disappears into the shadows once again, Lady Death is recruited for a new mission, hinting that the next battle is just around the corner. Visuals: Fade to black, title card appears, Sniper, Assassin's End. Voiceover: And that's the story of Sniper, Assassin's End, a high-stakes thriller, packed with betrayal, action, and epic sniper battles. What did you think of the film? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie recaps. Visuals: Costa Verde, a massive political rally, President Bruno Diaz at the podium. In Costa Verde, a small Central American country, President Bruno Diaz is about to make history. After years of political unrest, he's signing a critical trade deal with the United States. The world watches as he steps up to the podium, but he never finishes his speech. Visuals: Slow motion shot, Bruno's head snaps back as a bullet pierces his skull. Blood sprays onto the mic, screams erupt. Voiceover: A single sniper round, a perfect kill. Panic spreads like wildfire. But here's the twist. The evidence points to only one man, Special Ops Sniper Brandon Beckett. Visuals: News headlines flashing, U.S. sniper wanted for assassination. Beckett, a traitor? Voiceover: Brandon is immediately labeled a fugitive. The evidence is damning. A hair found at the sniper's nest, DNA matching his. Surveillance shows he was in Costa Verde just hours before the hit. But Brandon knows the truth. Someone set him up. Visuals: SWAT team busting into Brandon's house. Guns drawn. Voiceover: Before he can prove his innocence, a SWAT team crashes into his home. He barely has time to react before being arrested. But Brandon isn't the only one after answers. There's another player in the game. Visuals: Dark rooftop, a shadowy female figure assembling a sniper rifle. Meet Yuki Lady Death Mifune, a ghost, a legend, a sniper trained by the Yakuza, flawless in combat, unstoppable in pursuit. And her next target? Brandon Beckett. Visuals: Lady Death watching Brandon's arrest through a sniper scope. Voiceover: But she doesn't plan to take him in. She's here to silence him permanently. Visuals: Convoy at night, Brandon in handcuffs. A sudden explosion flips a car. Before Brandon even reaches a CIA black site, his transport is ambushed. Russian mercenaries, hired to kill him, swarm the convoy. Visuals: Intense gunfight, guards taken down one by one, Brandon struggling with his restraints. Brandon, still cuffed, watches as his captors are slaughtered. With no other choice, he fights back. In the chaos, he escapes, only to. Visuals: Snow-covered woods, a remote cabin, an older man sharpening a knife. With nowhere else to turn, Brandon disappears into the wilderness. His destination? The only man who might believe him. His father, legendary sniper Thomas Beckett. Visuals: Brandon stepping into the cabin, Thomas raising a shotgun at him before lowering it. Their reunion isn't exactly warm. But Thomas knows one thing: if his son is being hunted, there's more to the story. Visuals: Zeke Rosenberg, a DHS operative, digging through files. Meanwhile, Homeland Security agent Zeke Rosenberg uncovers the truth. The real masterminds? A corrupt CEO named Donald South and his enforcer, Drake Phoenix. Their plan? Sabotage the trade deal and cash in on a billion-dollar merger. Visuals: Zeke uncovering faked travel records. Drake Phoenix used a passport under Brandon's name. Drake Phoenix made it look like Brandon was in Costa Verde. The evidence was planted. The murder? A smokescreen. Visuals: Zeke Rosenberg, a DHS operative, digging through files. Meanwhile, Homeland Security agent Zeke Rosenberg uncovers the truth. The real masterminds? A corrupt CEO named Donald South and his enforcer, Drake Phoenix. Their plan? Sabotage the trade deal and cash in on a billion-dollar merger. Visuals: Zeke uncovering faked travel records. Drake Phoenix used a passport under Brandon's name. Drake Phoenix made it look like Brandon was in Costa Verde. The evidence was planted. The murder? A smokescreen. A compound surrounded by guards. Brandon and Lady Death seemingly working together. Brandon strikes a deal. Lady Death wants revenge against her handlers. They set a trap. Using her as bait, they lure Phoenix and South to an isolated island compound. But the villains aren't fooled for long. Visuals: bullets flying, explosions, a sniper duel through foggy terrain. Drake Phoenix is an elite marksman, but Thomas Beckett is a legend. One shot, one kill. From over a mile away, Thomas ends it with a perfect headshot.